Welcome to Director's Corner. My name is Greg Pearson. I'm the director at Jefferson Patterson Park and Museum. This is a weekly spot where we talk about different components and ongoings of the park. This week we're going to talk about the Woodland Indian Village. Our Woodland Indian Village was created in 2007, and it recreates what life would have been like for Native American inhabitants of this region during the 17th century. To my left here, you can see new interpretive signage. This interpretive signage was part of the Wrights Trail project, which we spent the last couple of weeks talking about. The signage talks about Native American family life, other aspects of Native American life, and then different components about the village construction itself. Over to my right, we have the demonstration garden. We plant this demonstration garden every year with indigenous plants, and we use it as an educational tool to talk about how Native Americans would have used this landscape. Behind me, we have a defensive palisade. This palisade would have been constructed using poplar and other native trees, and it would have been used to protect the inhabitants of the village. There are a number of different tribes in the region at the time, so palisades like this were relatively common. In the village itself, we have 3 reconstructed and 1 partially reconstructed wigwams. These wigwams would have been the houses of the 17th century for the native inhabitants. The wigwams are maintained by our village manager who collects native species on site and in other areas in southern Maryland and uses them to build these as authentically as he can. We also have several fire pits, and over to the right we have a partially reconstructed canoe. And all of these things come together for educational programming that we host here in the village throughout the year. We do K-12 programming, we do homeschool days, we have a village day that we do once a month during the warmer months that's open to the public and it showcases different aspects of Native American life. And then we have American Indian Heritage Day that we do in November. The rest of the year, the village is open to the public. You can come down, you can walk through it, you can go in the wigwams. We have different components of Native American material culture there. We have fishing weirs, stretched tan hides, other things like that. You can read the interpretive signage. And if you want to learn more about it, you can scan the QR code on the sign over by the large wigwam that is part of our JPPM scavenger hunt that'll tell you more about the village itself. That's all I have for you. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you next week.